Action.
Guilty, 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 not guilty, guilty.
Well, how do you like that?
Who was it? I think we have a right to know.
Excuse me. This was a secret ballot. We agreed on this point, no? If the gentleman wants it to remain secret...
What do you mean? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What is the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this slick preacher starts to tear your heart out with his stories of his poor little kid who just couldn't help becoming a murderer. So you change your vote. If that isn't the most sickening...
Now hold it.
Hold it? We're trying to put a guilty man in the chair where he belongs, and all of a sudden we're paying attention to fairy tales.
Now, just a minute.
Please, I would like to say something here. I have always thought that a man was entitled to have unpopular opinions in this country. This is the reason I came here. I wanted to have the right to disagree. In my own country, I am ashamed to say that.
Oh, what do we have to listen to now? The whole history of your country?
Yeah, let's stick to the subject. I want to ask you what made you change your vote.
There's nothing for him to tell you. He didn't change his vote. I did. Maybe you'd like to know why.
No, we wouldn't like to know why.
The man wants to talk.
Thank you. This gentleman chose to stand alone against us. That's his right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something very strongly. He left the verdict up to us. He gambled for support. I gave it to him. I want to hear more. The vote is 10-2.
That's fine. If the speech is over, well, let's go on.
Buddy, I was a little excited. You know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal.
Look, supposing you answered me this. If the kid didn't kill them, who did?
As far as I know, we're supposed to decide whether the boy on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motives here.
Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That's an important thing to remember.
Everyone's a lawyer. Supposing you explain what your reasonable doubts are?
This is not easy. So far, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling. Perhaps you don't understand.
A feeling. What are we going to do? Spend the night talking about your feelings? What about the facts?
You said a mouthful. Look, the old man heard the kid yell, "I'm gonna kill you." A second later, he heard the father's body falling, and then he saw the boy running out of the house 15 seconds after that.
That's right, and let's not forget the woman across the street. She looked into the open window and saw the boy stab his father. She saw it, and if that's not enough for you...
It's not enough for me.
How do you like him? It's like talking into a dead phone.
The woman saw the killer through the window of a moving elevated train. The train had 5 cars, and she saw it through the windows of the last 2. She remembers the most insignificant details.
Well, what have you got to say about that?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
Well, supposing you think about it. Hey, let me your pencil. Your turn. Might as well pass the time. Wait a minute.
This isn't a game. Who do you think you are?
All right, take it easy.
I've got a good mind to walk around this table and belt him one.
Now please, I don't want any fights in here.
The nerve. The absolute nerve.
All right, forget it. It didn't mean anything.
How about sitting down?
This isn't a game. Who does he think he is?
Take a look at the sketch. How long does it take an elevated train going at top speed to pass a given point?
What has that got to do with anything?
How long? Guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
About 10 or 12 seconds, maybe.
I'd say that was a fair guess. Anyone else?
I would think about 10 seconds, perhaps.
About 10 seconds.
All right. Say it is 10 seconds. What are you getting at?
Foreman, do you think you are a person of integrity?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm a good person.
How do you want to be remembered when you pass away? What do you want etched on your tombstone?
I think I would want everybody to remember me as smart and really just intelligent, hardworking.
Share with us your favorite childhood memory.
My favorite childhood memory is burning ants with a magnifying glass.
Oh. Okay. And what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Accidentally burning my finger with a magnifying glass.
Okay, thank you. What's your greatest fear?
I don't know, snakes?
Okay, all right. What is your greatest accomplishment?
My greatest accomplishment in life so far is that I'm a top criminal attorney, and I have put away so many awful people. And I'm looking to put away more.
And how do you want to be remembered?
As a top attorney that put away terrible, disgusting men.
Thank you. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
How much time you got?
Just give us one example.
Worst thing you've ever done? Not speaking up for the right time at the right moment.
How do you want to be remembered?
I don't.
Okay. And juror number 11. Why did you come to this country?
For freedom. To be able to express myself. To run away from politics.
And how do you want to be remembered?
Through my writing, through my books, through the stories I survived.
Thank you. What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? When people can't afford anything. I sell luxury items. It's like, if you're gonna come to me, why the fuck do you think you can afford it when you're poor?
What makes you sad?
What makes me sad? Being fucking poor. Listen, I have better places to be. Can I just go?
What's the worst thing that you've ever seen?
One time I saw a rabbit get ran over.
And why are you a good person?
It's a hard question. I'm a good listener.
Do you cry?
Of course I do. I mean, who doesn't cry?
What makes you cry?
I mean, a lot of things. Seeing somebody lose a loved one, when something that is right is fought for and it doesn't, get achieved. A sad movie. There's a lot of things that make me cry.
And when you die, how do you want to be remembered?
Oh, God. I want to be remembered as somebody who just did the right thing.
Okay. Is there anything you fear?
Hell no. What else do you want?
What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Well, I mean, when I do something, I do it right, so I'm not really risking much. But, whenever it's coming down to people around me, it's a 50-50, so.
When you die, how do you want to be remembered?
Honestly, I don't really care who remembers me. Like, honestly, I'm pretty much the most competent guy in this room. Like, I don't really care if these dipshits know who I am. Talking about me when I'm dead is like spitting on my grave, so I don't give a damn.
Juror number 10, what do you care about most?
I care about the well-being of my people.
Can you tell us who your people are?
Well, it's a certain kind. See, we come from a long line of, honorable, well-learned, well-taught gentlemen. And, I think it just matters. What matters most is, keeping it in the family. The family name, the family bond, the blood runs deep, and it goes long and hard. So that's how we roll.
All right. Who do you love most in the world?
My mother, maybe my father, maybe my wife.
Do you have any children?
Maybe my kids. They might be my kids. I might look. Yeah. Yeah.
What makes you sad?
My wife.
And why does she make you sad?
Can we not get into that?
Okay.
Not now. I don't want to talk about that.
When you die, how do you want to be remembered?
Good man. People, good man.
Okay. Thank you.